need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's McCarthy. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. The Bears
looking to put a drive together.
At their own 17-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. And the ball is knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dominique Robinson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To the air with McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On the other side of midfield at the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This is Swift on the counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Pass caught right side by Loveland. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Throwing is Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Roma Dunze as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, good move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. The final shot before break. McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To the air, Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed out of the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Back to the running game with Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. They'll fake the give, now Williams. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Williams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. On play action, McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Back to throw. McCarthy. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on first down. He'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's right.
Once again, it's Swift. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense, did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50...
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. On the return, Devin Duvernay. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's tough enough to put defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. Right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well, a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, is a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears first down.
Looking to throw. Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is third down and 4. Back to throw. Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles wheels of the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Ready.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be tackled at the 45, following a gain of just 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Johnson gets a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Bears' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready. Go.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
On the carry.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 cooking like Warrior 70. Take go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Go.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And the Bears' first down. A gain of a yard. First down, Chicago.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. Now 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
Vikings take over.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
McCarthy off the play fake. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 3. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
His kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they get the turnover in close territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here's Williams. A final shot before break. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Isaiah Rodgers now ready to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler to about the 35, second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. McCarthy operating from the gun. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now they'll change things around before the snap. First down, and they go with Swift again.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Over the middle, he's going to find Burden.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave it with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai.
And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Cook 19. Let's go now. Street. Cougar 19. 19 Lion. Take over.
They'll look to throw.
Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's 1st down.
70 range. 70 range. Go street. Bravo 8. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Get up.
He'll look to throw.
Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Got it. Ready? No. 18 cock. Ready?
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd
talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game,